Well, I'm just starting my warm-up, my easy spin at the beginning of what should be an awful, terrible 3-hour trainer ride. 90 minutes I can do pretty easily. 2 hours I get a little bored. 3 hours can be tough. This time of year I'm supposed to be progressing up to kind of the 60-mile range for longer weekend rides, and the weather's awful outside. It's almost Christmas here in South Illinois, and it's 8 degrees outside. Yesterday was -4 is what my thing said. I biked out here yesterday for about an hour and my feet got cold. Now the garage is attached on 2 sides to the house, those 2 sides. So the temperature gets cold, but not real cold. And I have a little space heater over there. It's a little 1500 watt. And that's enough just to take the stank off it. And if I start with this little sweatshirt, I'll take it off after a while. But yesterday, my toes got cold. So today, I put on some wool socks. I let the heater run for a little bit longer. So it's probably starting out kind of upper 50s in here, which is fine. I'll be sweating in no time here. But 3 hours on the trainer is worst case scenario for me, but here I am. Yes, I know people cycle outside in the winter. So do I, but I think it'll take me longer to wrestle up the clothes and get dressed than it'll take me to do a 3-hour ride outside. So, and last couple of times I've slipped and fallen on the bike is because I was out there biking in icy conditions. So not today. So I got YouTube. We'll see if there's something to keep me occupied, and I'll check in later. I'm almost 30 minutes into this 3-hour ride, trying to hold just a zone 2 effort. I'm watching a cycling documentary. It was pretty boring. It's like the filmmaker was having filmmaking fun while the bikers were biking, but they didn't show much of that. It's a lot more fancy camera work and, you know, drone footage, which is interesting and all, but I like to see the gravel and the grit myself. So anyway, got my coffee, which is getting cold quickly. This video is almost over. I'll try to find something gnarly and fun to watch. Those are motivating. Well, I'm about 90 minutes in. Had to pause for a second and go refill water bottles and get a little food. I switched the heater to the floor because my footsies were getting a little cold again. Wool socks help, but it's warm from here up, cold down there on the floor because this is a 2-bay garage. Little mess this time of year between my daughter's painting stuff. She does murals, and our Christmas boxes, because all the decorations are up in the house, so all the boxes are stacked in here for now. Strange thing is, I usually have to hover around 180 to 190 watts to hold that 130, 135 heart rate. And normally I expect my heart rate to slowly drift up at that wattage, but I've actually had to put my wattage up to kind of 190 to 200 to keep it over 130. I usually experience a heart rate drift, but I'm not seeing a wattage drift. Maybe it took 90 minutes to really get warmed up because I'm that fit. Doubt it. Here's my sweat management setup. Towel my wife made me for triathlons years ago. Still use it. Plus, of course, shirt and old school sweatband. I'm almost 2.5 hours into this 3-hour ride. I've been desperate for videos to watch on YouTube. I watched a couple that were in Swedish, Norwegian. I don't know. They're pretty good cyclists though, and videos were pretty good. Didn't know what they were saying, but I'm sure they were talking about biking.
a little longer, I can do it. Sometimes I'm recording, I'm a trainer. It's because I'm new to this. But I know YouTube well enough to know that I have to pause YouTube to make sure it's not picking up audio of someone else's video, because that's what'll get me I don't know, a strike or a notice or whatever. So I have to make sure that I pause the video. I shot some little bit ago and I had to shoot it again because my video was running. There was some music playing. Who knows what's allowed these days, so best to just pause the dang videos. Have my own music later. Or some copyright-free music. Or just the sounds of my breathing. "20 minutes to go on my 3-hour trainer ride, torture ride. I'm not watching fastest known time hiking documentaries. I've moved on. Anyway, I've gone through 4 bottles, 1 cup of coffee. Didn't want to run inside to get another water bottle, and I remembered I had a Camelback my wife got me for my birthday not too long ago that was full and hanging up by my bikes and ready to go. So I'll grab this instead. Just try it out. I've never actually ridden with it. I know, strange place to use a Camelback, but here I am. It's a nice Camelback. I think it's what a lot of pretty good cyclists use. Let's see if I can get a good angle of it. See it. Good name there. Feels pretty good. Doesn't bounce around or anything. I've got a heart rate monitor under here, and then this. We'll see if I like the confluence of those things. Normally, on long rides, I have 3 water bottles on my bike, and I have a fanny pack with a bottle on each side, so I have 5 of them on me. But this has 70 ounces, so I carry 3. 2 or 3 on the bike, plus 70 ounces. I might like that better, I'm not sure. Because I've been training with the fanny pack for done a lot of long rides like that. I'm not sure if I want to race like that this spring. So I might try this if I like it. I'll try to do a couple long rides this winter with it. I don't know, we'll see. So far so good. Cheers. Huh, I made it. 3 hours. 48.7 miles or 0 miles. One thing I'll say about trainer rides is you learn how to pedal non-stop. I did stop and fill my water bottles, and then I stopped for about 30 seconds to grab my Camelback. It's an important skill if you want to be able to race. As far as I know, I've only done a few bike races, but the thing I know is you have to be able to pedal continuously to stay on someone's tail. If you're a surge, stop pedaling, surge, stop pedaling. That'll work for a little while, but that'll just wear you out. You'll waste a lot of energy, and it's not a good long-term strategy. So 3 hours of almost continuous pedaling. It's a mental game. It takes practice, it takes discipline, but I think it's an important skill. I think everyone should do a little trainer work on your single leg pedaling, working on pedaling nice and round, working on sitting in the saddle and pushing big gears, and pedaling continuously. I think that's important. Oh, we're in place. Zone 2 riding is not noodling. I do work hard. Keep my heart rate between 130 and 138 is my target. So it's not easy. It's not real hard. So you gotta pay attention the whole time, because my natural inclination is to drift easier, or sometimes, depending on what I'm watching, bring up the tempo. Next thing I know, I'm pushing 230 watts and my heart rate's hitting 140 on up. So you gotta pay attention a lot. But got through it 3 hours. It was a good ride. Boring. Glad I did it, but I'm glad that's over. Camelback was good. Feels fine. Sitting like this, I hardly notice it. When I sit up, I notice that little bit of weight on my back. other than that, I think this is a nice addition to the cycling gear this next year. Well, later taters.